Good morning, guys. How you doing? Welcome back to the channel. I'm joined with Mrs. Meerkat, and today we received this box in the post. It says Entertainment Earth, but I know exactly who it's from. It's from my best friend across the pond, Marie. There's a note. I've already cracked it open. I've got a note. So I'm going to read the note. There's no spoilers, is there?
No.
I'm going to read the note and let's see what's what. Michael, hey bestie, hopefully this makes it to you without any damage. Meeting Clive was pretty amazing and I'm very happy that I was able to pick this up for you and get it signed. I hope this makes it to you before your birthday so it can be your present. I know your birthday is also a sad day, so hopefully this can brighten it up a bit. Love you tons, Marie. That's so nice. Yeah, basically, her and Paul got to go to Texas Frightmare weekend. I am definitely going. When Florida is done, we've been to Florida, we're going to be arranging to go to Texas Frightmare and hopefully get to meet up with Marie and Paul and all the other guys. I've been watching the videos and it looks amazing. So yeah, so basically I found out that Clive Barker was going to be there. Now I'm a massive Clive Barker fan. I love Clive Barker. As you can see, I've got Julia there and I've got a couple of other Hellraiser at the top. Hellraiser is one of my favourite horror films. I've read the book, The Hellbound Heart. I need to read the new one. Haven't read it yet. So I'm a massive Clive Barker fan. Found out that he was going to Texas Frightmare, so I said to Marie, "Would you, any chance could you get his autograph for me? I'll pay for it. I'll send you the money, no problem. I just, want his autograph." She was like, "Yeah, that's no problem, I'll sort it." She said, what do you want me to do? She said, "Do you want to get a print and get him to sign that? Or, do you want a figure?" And I said, "Well, look," I said, "if you can get a figure, that'd be awesome." I said, and she was like, "What figure?" I said, "Well, any of the Twisted Souls or anything like that, because they're really expensive over here." And she said, "Yep, okay." So she found a load, asked me to choose one. I chose it. And off she went. So she got back from Texas Frightmare, sent me a picture showing that he got it signed. She got it signed, and I said, "Well, okay, let me know how much it is, and I'll send you the money." And she was like, "Nope, it's your birthday present." And it's like, it just melted my heart. I mean, she's one of the most generous people I've met. Since I've been doing YouTube and in the horror community that I'm in, she is just amazing. She's become a really, close friend, and I love her to bits. I'm really hoping that when we go to Florida, she can come over and visit with us for a bit. If not, then, like I said, definitely we're going to be arranging to go to Texas Frightmare and meet up with her there. So anyway, without further ado, let's jump into this box and see what the figure is. So first of all, as you can see, Mrs. Meerkat playing the games again. We have bubble wrap. That's cool because bubble wrap always comes in handy.
Ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. See, taking the mic again. Paper. No black paper. No white paper. You could have put some of the band paper in, you know what I mean? Eh? I want to feel special. There we go. There we go. There we go. Is that it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I'm not going to give you an animal.
Oh wow! Yeah, this is a badass figure. It looks even better in the flesh. Well, in the what's called. That's sick. Try and say her name. Her name is Zoltax, and it's one of Clive Barker's tortured souls. As I said, these are really expensive over here. Let me show you off. This is Zoltax, and as you can see, Clive Barker's autograph right there, which is so cool. I mean, look at the detail on that figure. I mean, she is pretty badass. Oh, she's so cool. And then you got the ones on the back. I'm gonna have to try and get the rest of them on the back. And you got the ones on the back you can get there. Here's Alta, Suffering Rob, Feverish, Zane, and Camille Noir. So this is 2. Season 2, I think this is. Series 2. Yeah. Clive Barker's Torture Souls 2, The Fallen, this is. Ups the ante on 2001's original Tortured Soul series with 6 new characters that push the limits of horror. So I'll have to try and get the like I said, these are really expensive over here. For this figure over here, oh, look at the feet. This figure would have cost me £85, which is, let me tell you quick calculation. There we go. Another one. So that's £85 over here. So that's $113. How ridiculous is that? I mean, and I think she paid like $10-15 for it. I mean, that's ridiculous. I mean what I might do is I might see if she can, if obviously I'll send her the money and see if she can pick up the rest of them for me, because they're just so cool. What I'm gonna have to do is have a bit of a maneuver around up here now. I'll maybe move some over and have a maneuver around, because these are such cool figures. I mean, just look how badass that figure is. Thank you so much, Marie, for doing this for me. And I'm so chuffed that it became before my birthday. I don't really celebrate my birthday. Basically 4 years ago, my dad passed. I woke up in the morning to find out that he'd passed away. So as you can imagine, it knocked me for 6. It was horrible, because me and my dad, we'd had a really it'd been a difficult relationship over the years. My mum took me away from him when I was 3. I was seeing him a little bit when I was a kid, and then my mum stopped all access. I'll never forget the one day he'd come in a car. He borrowed a car off a friend and drove all the way up. He used to live in Ledbury. We were living in Wales. He drove all the way up from Ledbury to see us. My mum got wind of it, and she basically took us out the house and across the road to her friends. And I'm there at the friend's house, and I see my dad pull up and get out the car, and I'm literally fighting to go and see him, and my mum wouldn't let me. The guy, I can't remember the name, but the guy, he was a big guy, and he literally was stood in my way. I was kicking, I really was, because I really wanted to see him, and she stopped me. And then I never saw him then again, until when I was 14. I decided things were at home were not great. It was difficult. I was a bit of a pain. I wasn't nowhere near as bad as some kids. I wasn't, into drugs and stuff like that. I was, just I was a kid with ADHD, and I wasn't diagnosed. So basically, I was all over the place. So at 14, I decided I wanted to go and live with him. Went and lived with him. He was living with my nan and granddad in Ledbury, and for 6 months I stayed with him, and it was difficult. He didn't really know what to do with me or how to deal with me, because again, like I said, I had ADHD, and I was up and down and all over the place, and he didn't really know what to do with me. So I got sent back to my mum's. Well, while I was away, things at the home got was even more harder, and when I turned 16, my stepdad decided to kick me out of home, and I was kicked out, and I was took to a hostel in a place called Oakengate, and pretty much left there, and that was it. I was never allowed to go back home. Things were difficult then. I didn't have a clue how to do anything, didn't know how to cook, didn't know how to do nothing. So I sort of taught myself. I ended up going into care because I really couldn't look after myself. Anyway, fast forward a little bit. I was living with these foster parents and they were fantastic. They were amazing. And I found out that my dad was getting remarried. And then would I like to go to the wedding? And I thought, well, it had been a while since we'd seen each other, and I thought, I'd grown up a little bit, and I thought, yeah, I'll go to the wedding. I went to the wedding, met his wife, Elaine. She was lovely. She found out that she had 3 daughters, and they were lovely as well. And her and my dad asked me if I wanted to move to Redditch to live with them. And I'd never even heard of it, Redditch. I'd never heard of it. It was a tough decision because, as I said, the people I was living with was amazing, but I was coming up to 17, and they decided that they wanted to foster younger kids and what have you. And I'd have had to move into my own place, and there was no way I was ready for that. So I decided to move to Redditch, new start with my dad and new wife, and see how that went. Well, again, things were difficult between me and my dad. He didn't really know how to deal with me. I didn't really help the situation. I was, we were butting heads. His marriage ended up falling apart because he told a lot of lies, and it all caught up with him. And I felt guilty. I felt that some of it was my fault. And we never saw each other again for a long time. And then one day, I'd been down to visit my auntie. Was that, yeah? It was one day. I went down to visit my auntie in Wales, my auntie Ma. And on the way back, I said, "Oh, do you want to pop into Ledbury on the way back, and we'll pop in and see my auntie Pauline." We hadn't seen my auntie Pauline for a while. Let's go and see her and see how she's doing. So we literally popped in to see my auntie Pauline. We were there for about 10-15 minutes. Then all of a sudden, the back gate opened, and in walks my dad. And it was a complete shock. It was like complete, complete shock, and he wasn't very happy. He'd found out that I changed my name. He didn't know that I changed my name from Ellis to Blake. I regret doing that. I wish I hadn't done it, but at the time, and I explained all this to him. I said, "Look, you weren't there, and this, that, and the other." Anyway, after we'd had this big bust up, we sat down and we started talking. My auntie Pauline was amazing. She, she basically, said, "Look, at the end of the day, put things in the past and move forward." At the end of the day, he had cancer, and we didn't know how long he was going to have, so to make the most of what we did. So we did, and for the first time ever, we built a relationship, and we became really close. He'd come and visit us and stay with us. He met with the kids. The kids became really close to him. And he managed to get a nice place. And he was doing really, really well. And he came up, and I used to be part of a ADHD support group, and he came along to the couple of the meetings, and he actually got involved and found out about ADHD, and he apologized to me. He said, "I'm sorry that I didn't know nothing about it. I didn't know how to deal with it. I'm sorry that I sent you home." And I said, "Well, look," I said, "I never blamed you." I said, "It was not your fault." I said, at the end of the day, it was one of them things. So like I said, we became really close. So when he died, I felt cheated. I still feel cheated. You know, and I hate the fact that he died when he did. I mean, the worst thing about it was we'd been talking on the phone a couple of nights before, because he was supposed to come up and see us, and he was not very well. His electrolytes were playing up or what have you, so he didn't get a chance to come up. So I was on the phone with him on the Sunday night, and we were talking, and then like I said, I had my birthday, and you know, it was a really good birthday and what have you. Was it my 40th? No, it wasn't, was it? And we had a really good birthday, you know, and then, like I said, I got up in the morning to receive a text, well, a message from Uncle Steve to tell me they'd passed, and it hit me like a brick. You know, I couldn't believe it. So I was like, well, how the hell am I supposed to celebrate my birthday now? You know, how am I supposed to, you know, so yeah, I really thank Marie for this. I know it doesn't look like it, because, you know, but I am really, you know, I'm so chuffed and so pleased, and you know, thank you so much. I know I said it before, but you know, thank you so much. You know, becoming friends with you has helped loads. Knowing that you're there at the end of a text or Skype or video call or whatever, means a lot, and I really can't wait to meet you guys. Anyway, I'm gonna go. Thank you so much for watching. If you like the video, hit a like button. If you don't like it, then that's fine. Comment down below. Let me know what you thought of my figure. Let me know what you thought of the you know. I will leave Marie's channel in the link below. Go and check her out. Go and check her channel out. She's got an amazing channel. I think she's doing a giveaway at the moment. 750 giveaway, I think she's doing. She's amazing. You know, she really is amazing. So go and check her out. Go and check her channel out, and tell them that I sent you. Thank you for watching, guys. Subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that notification bell. It'll let you know in the next video. Next video must probably be my fried crate at the end of the month. And I will catch you all on the flip side. Finally out. Say goodbye.